I'm confused. By Enchanted Nightingale. Chapter 53. Recovery. When he came to his senses, he registered that his surroundings had changed from a barge in the Thames to the same hospital he had been taken to when he overdosed on drugs. The figure of his brother, sitting at his bedside, eyes on his phone, was also rather familiar. Mycroft, the man that was the British government, looked up. I'm going to call the nurses and tell them you're awake. How long? 2 days. Knife wound to the area of your stomach. Thankfully, no penetrated organs. They had to operate immediately. Your hands are going to be sore, and there was a concussion, so there might be headaches still, and nausea. Mycroft immediately recounted the most serious injuries his sibling had sustained. They knifed me when they tried taking me, Sherlock promptly supplied. We guessed that much, his brother replied. I think your nameless puppet came for me. He did. Sherlock glanced at him from one eye. The other was swollen and ugly, and he could not see from it yet. Interesting. Him in what army? Mycroft smiled serenely. He's a one-man army on his own. He got you undetected, didn't he? Sherlock fell silent. How soon can I get out of here? A week at least. You did go into surgery, Sherlock. I'll need to close up my case. Don't worry, Mycroft replied. It's been taken care of as we speak. I believe D.I. Lestrade is about to receive a package as we speak. 15 or so men that are all part of a diamond smuggling ring, complete with the diamonds in question, a number of unregistered firearms, and fake identity papers. Who gets the credit? Sherlock asked. Well, D.I. Lestrade should get a promotion. It's about time, isn't it? Sherlock huffed. Meanwhile, across town, Lestrade sat. Dick Stewart sat across from him in the interrogation room. Lestrade received a text 2 days before requesting his presence at the pier where the diamond smugglers. They were all unconscious and handcuffed, and a note was pinned on the empty chair Sherlock was previously tied to. Dear D.I. Gregory Lestrade, consider this a treat from Sherlock Holmes. He found the evidence you requested concerning Angela Eccleston's missing diamonds. These gentlemen were also responsible for the kidnapping and stabbing and torturing of Sherlock Holmes, who is currently in a private clinic recuperating. All evidence is in cabin number 2, missing diamonds included, as well as a small armory. Have a nice day. Timothy, for the moment. The D.I. read the note again and smiled. He had a pretty good idea that it was Mycroft's people who rescued the genius. That green-eyed man that kept changing his name was probably the one that did it. He briefly frowned because he had no idea Sherlock had been missing in the first place, or that the case involved guns as well. He felt bad for challenging the genius to find clues that resulted in him getting harmed. Sir, he turned to look at Sally Donovan. She looked around in a bewildered look. A glance at Anderson showed that the man was not in a better state either. Let's wrap this up, people. Shame to let a present go to waste, he ordered, and that got the officers moving.